This is video 1 in the series talking about Trail of the Wagons 6. So when you come into downtown San Antonio on Saturday, March 4th for the cruise, you're going to want to pull around the park and park in this area here. This is on the opposite side of the Catholic Church in the square. So there's limited spaces around this park, and we're going to need everybody to back into the spaces and get as close as you can to each other. I think we can probably put 3 Volkswagens in 2 spaces. If not, just do your best to try to get in there in a comfortable distance. But we're going to fill in all this area here. Again, just park as close as you can to everybody. We need to keep people off the street especially. Now there's an area right here that doesn't have marked off parking, but we can park here as long as we don't block the entrance to the park. So again, if it's filling up, just pull your car in, back it in like you see me doing here, and just fill in the empty spaces. So we're going to fill up all these spaces around the town here. Everything needs to be as tight as we can. Make sure your car's backed in, just like you see here with mine. And if you're going to park in the area here on this side of the park, make sure you do not block the entrance to the park, which you see right here. Everything else is fine. There's plenty of parking around this town square and down the street here. This fire station across the street is empty. You can park there. They have a main fire station down the road. You can also park in front of the buildings, businesses, the town hall, the restaurants, and there's even an extra parking lot at the very end, which I'll show you. If we get a large turnout of cars, we may need to park down here at the end of the road, which is near where we exit downtown San Antonio. This is a parking lot. Use it as an overflow if necessary. Otherwise, I would suggest just parking along the streets. There are spaces next to these buildings here, but no matter where you park, you have to remember that we will be having a driver's meeting that you need to come to, and that's going to be in the downtown park. So I'm going to take you over to that area. So this is the side of the park where the Catholic Church is. We might be meeting in that pavilion there for the driver's meeting. I'll let everybody know on the day. It'll all depend on where the bulk of the cars are parked. I want to make it convenient for everyone. So this church does have a service Saturday morning at 8 a.m. That means if you get there early, there's going to be cars here on this side of the park. So just be very respectful of the people that are there. And I would recommend us filling the other side of the park first and then start filling in on this side. So if you look over here, that little building is where the restrooms are. So make sure you use the facilities before we start the drive, because there is no place to stop along the way. So when it's time to roll out, we'll be pulling out and we'll be staging. We're just going to come through and around the park. Traffic in this area is very light, so there shouldn't be much of an issue. But we'll be coming through here, and we'll just be circling around until we make sure everybody's in the line. Once we have everybody in the line, what I'm going to be doing in the front is I'm going to circle back and I'm going to video record everybody in the line. So we'll just be heading down this road here, and we're going to go right past the water tower to the end of the street and make a right. So that's all for video number 1. Stay tuned for video number 2.